Alright, so patch 0.6.5 changed a little bit how these fishing pools work. Now you can still fly away to reset what particular shadow is spawning inside the pool, but once you've fished up the fish, you can no longer reset that particular shadow. So looking at what kind of sparkles you're getting, green sparkles basically means that you're going to get a rainbow passive. Purple sparkles means an alpha, and purple plus beam means lunker with alpha with a 42% chance of a rainbow passive. So what's going to happen is that if you have this sort of basic common fish and it does spawn with a rainbow passive, it's going to sparkle green. And even the purple sparkles are going to get overwritten by the green sparkles. So you can get this sort of alpha fish with the rainbow passive. And it will still sparkle green instead of purple. So what you want to do as a low level player is pretty much just sort of go around the coastline here. I got a little map in the top right as an example for a low level player. The purple circle as well is where you can catch yourself a surfin to get that first fishing saddle ready. So then you just kind of sweep this coastline here and check these common pools. So each pool will have a 1.75% chance of spawning a fish with a rainbow passive. So that includes the lunker pal, it includes the alpha pal, and it includes just the common basic fish, since they will all sort of work the same way there with that green sparkle, except for the purple plus beam, which will just remain a purple plus beam and not be overwritten. So you want to ignore all the gray fish, you want to ignore all the purple fish, and just look for these green sparkle fish. So you can still do this thing where you're sort of like fast traveling back and forth and stuff like that, or resetting a particular pool. But just the way this works, that you're looking at around a 1 in 50 of getting a rainbow passive per fishing pool that you do go by. And if you just ignore all the other fish that aren't this green sparkle, you can just go to the next fast travel point and then travel back and reset the route. And something worth mentioning is if you do get lucky and find one of these purple plus beam pals, they are way more difficult to catch than just the basic green sparkle pals as well. So if you're a low level using just your absolute first fishing rod, basic fishing gear, it's going to be a lot more difficult to catch. So for endgame fishing, when you're probably like around max level, you got some pretty good fishing gear, you got a good fishing mount, all that stuff, the good bait. Then there are a couple of other spots that do give you a higher chance for rainbow passives. Now you could just keep on doing the early game method, just swooping around the common fishing spots and just waiting for those green sparkles. And since you probably have like a fast jet dragon or a fast Neptilius or Xenolod or whatever, it will also be pretty fast to just do that. Just sweep around the world and find those green sparkles. There are these couple of fishing spots I'm going to list right here. So we're going to start with the level 60 oil rig. It has 2 fishing spots, which have pretty much the greatest chance of giving you these like rainbow passives. It has a great chance of spawning these lunker plus rainbow passive pals. So you could just go out there and then fly away from the spot and then back again and reset the pool and just until you have these just lunker beam pals. So you're not going to be resetting all the pools anymore, that was patched out, but you can just sort of catch the 2 with the beam, fly away, fly back, and then catch the rest with the beam and keep on doing that. Then we also still have this Neptilia spot up here. So there's only 1 spot on this island, but it could be worth to just travel there, catch those with the lunker beam, fly away, fly back, and catch them again. Then we also have the level 55 oil rig down here, 2 fishing spots down here. Also a good chance for the passives. We got the 2 sort of oasis island, 2 spots here. One of them was added in the middle. I believe this one only has like 2 fishing shadows or fish shadows a little bit lower, and then the advanced spot out there. We also have Faybreak. So Faybreak has a lot of spots, and if you zoom in, I have a lot of markers. I'm going to put a map out here instead. There's these 9 spots that I found so far, which have this greater chance of giving you the rainbow passives. So you could just fly between these 9 spots if you want to and check them out, but they are pretty far away from fast travel points. A couple of them are close to fast travel points, so you could just fast travel there, check them out, and then fly to the next one or take a fast travel spot there. It works quite well. We also have 2 spots on the Terraria dungeon island, so again, 1 added in the middle here, with also a little bit lower fish shadows, and then 1 on the side there. We have Sakurajima, so Sakurajima has 2 as well, 1 here in this pool, and 1 in the ocean right over there. And they will have a little bit lower chance, but also I believe the fish are a little bit easier to catch than the other spots. And the same thing here with the sanctuary. So we have 1 spot around here somewhere on the sanctuary island, and then we also have another one up here on this sanctuary island. And they also have a little bit lower chance but also a little bit lower level fish. So as mentioned, yeah, you could still just do the sweep around the world on your fast jet. You're gonna find the sparkles. But if you do want like a little bit better loot as well, and just like it will go faster if you go to these spots, just because you're pretty much guaranteed a rainbow passive each time you visit them. And you also do get this like fabric loot. You can get the depresso rod, you can get some hexalite armor schematics and stuff like that. But yeah, that's really it for this video, so thanks for watching.